Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Barbershop Talk. This week, we actually got a guy, a guest who actually was one of the original hosts of Barbershop Talk Sports when it started back in 2016. We got my boy Jamal Cooper back in this joint after
With the
years. The
fresh boosie
pandemic.
fade.
The fresh, you know what I'm saying? I had to get the fresh cut for the barbershop talk one time, especially making a comeback one time. Glad to be a guest.
Is
I've
this
had
like a
to
reunion
get on.
show where we're gonna try to like make a lot of money off this one tour? And
It's definitely a crossover episode.
Wait, Coop.
but
My
before we
man,
get to that though, top off,
I've
top
already
off
first of
though.
let
all,
that
first
go.
of all, he had like 10 bitcoins in
I
a
already let
wallet.
that
He
go.
just forgot the password. I would never ever let that go. Bitcoin is what 100,000 right now, right?
100,000. You know, I used to buy it
Wait,
when.
they broke
You'd
100.
have had a Coop.
They
You'd
were
have had
at
like a mil,
97.
bro.
But the thing that's like, you know how some people always be like, oh yeah, I used to buy my Bitcoin at like 600, you know, I had it at 600 if only I had those wallet. It's like, no, like the thing that's crazy is I actually bought six Bitcoin at 600, 1,000, like 3,000, 2,000, 10,000, 30,000. Like, it's just one of those times. I had just been like, you know what? I
Crazy.
actually don't need drugs off the dark web. Let me just let me just let me just, you know what I'm saying? Let me just keep one of these things. It'd probably be
Oh,
better, but
Wait,
part of the game.
I hate when y'all people do shit like this. Coop had 10 Bitcoins?
he had an account that had Bitcoin in it, but he like somehow forgot the password, like the user ID or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, these codes, like I
So,
have
so we could have all retired off you type shit. Like niggas could have
so
been
many
good.
different wallets that have just been taken, or like like yeah, I don't even know where they are anymore. Like if I just
Yo,
had like
somebody needs to research that. I need Tony, I feel like you can do that. What happens
I
to
can do it.
Bitcoins when you actually lose your password? I want to know because I
People
heard.
mine for it. People
no, they're
mine
just
for it and
gone. They're
find
just
it, and
gone
they
forever.
get your Bitcoin.
Okay,
Nah, it's like
Google searches Black
no,
Negroes.
that's
Thank
the
you.
thing though. That's the
Shit.
thing that's good about Bitcoin. It's really just gone forever. Like
Damn.
if you lose your Bitcoin or you buy your Bitcoin and you take a wallet and you shred it, then it's just I
Gone.
mean, there's no possible if it's really like a secure wallet, like there's no real way anybody's gonna guess your
Mm,
password or anything like that. It's just gone.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
crazy work.
I would be. I'm mad at you, but I know like I can be because how does that help? But 10 Bitcoins though. Just think about that later when you're,
And
tomorrow when you're going to work or whatever. Just think about that. But hey,
yeah.
I forgot the other thing is I had to mention I'm also joined by my co-host Tony Jenkins.
Hello, ladies and
And
gentlemen.
yes, sir, my guy always got flash the gold. I see you, bro.
Keep it.
The married team. We're still trying to we're gonna be 50 years old trying to get Coop on the married team, but Tone, go ahead.
We actually have a dinner date set up with both of our wives
Huh?
this weekend. So
Don't tell Coop that though. He's gonna cook us, nigga. You know where
No.
he's about to fry
Good.
niggas like us
You
because
know,
we're
I like to get invited. That's the thing. I like to get invited to things like that. It's just I feel like wives don't really like it with Coop.
I mean, you're also just you're a little out of the range. You're in Miami,
Yeah, over
Florida,
here.
so
Yeah.
I feel like our wives would be like, wait, so we love Coop and all that. Like Coop has been at my house since he's been in my he's came here, my wife met him, but I feel like they'll be like, okay, so what does Coop represent in their lives? They will start questioning.
I 100% understand too. Like if Coop's probably bringing your husband out, you probably want to come too. Like, you probably you're like, wait, you're going out with Coop? Oh no, I'm coming back on. You're invited. That's the thing. You're invited.
I called
keep
I
it classy.
called Coop the other day and I was like I just spazzed on him. I was like, bro, like I'm actually tired of your freaking Instagram stories. I'm married. And every time I gotta see one of my best friends at in Miami at the beach with like bitches and this concert and that concert and future. And you know how that feels going back to work the next day, looking at your kids, knowing you're one of your mans and them literally can just wake up and go to the beach and do the most low like an eighth and just go back and just throws it in our face on Instagram, bro. I've been holding that shit in.
That seems like it's personal beef right there, man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like I've been
He's
holding it
always
in, but
Yeah,
yeah.
invited to
holding it in.
pop out to Miami. It is still 80 and sunny out here.
It'll be underwater in a couple years though, so I ain't gonna rush to get there.
I know Toad said he was coming out.
You already
Now,
know
so
me.
we gotta do like 3 dinner dates, 4 hangout sessions together. We gotta get assessed. We gotta
Ice
do our,
skating, all
and
type of things.
then we can take that trip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hey,
Certain
I'm glad.
stipulations.
Yeah, but hey, shout out to my guy Otone, and I also wore this shirt because my dude got me into the Ravens Eagles game last week. I had to
And
shout
what
out my boy for it. I appreciate you, bro.
and what happened? We went to the field. We got to watch the players warm up.
It's
It
crazy.
was a good event. It snowed. It was
It's
cold.
it was cold, and I had a glizzy, but nobody really saw me eating it.
So it doesn't count.
Doesn't never happen. Yeah, man.
No,
But hey, Coop, we're happy to have you on the show today, bro. We're glad you made time. I know everybody's gonna be so surprised when I'm like, yo, this is literally the guy who helped start it. So appreciate you making time, bro.
no, hey, glad to. I've had some shit to get off my chest. I feel like you
I
had the good
know.
topics. I've
I
been
know.
seeing. I've been seeing.
And ask tone, like literally, if you feel like you gotta just stop me from like running my mouth, bro, just jump in there and say something. But first off, I think the biggest topic in the barbershop, probably nationwide, every barbershop in India, in Africa, America, everybody's talking about the Jay-Z allegations. What do you guys think about the Jay-Z allegations? And what do you guys think also, because it's a sports show, should the NFL respond in some way? What do you guys think about the whole situation? Let's talk about it like we in the shop.
Oh, I mean, so they're gonna play the classic NFL card. They're gonna pretend it didn't happen, just like they did with Kraft. They're gonna look the other way. They're gonna what sexual allegations when it comes to a player, right? Like that's like the biggest deal, right? But now when it's to the owners, it's like, oh,
Nigga, Jim out there does coke for the coach, for the owner, openly.
that was the worst thing that they try to suspend him. How do you suspend a fucking owner?
Doesn't make sense.
Owners don't get punished though. Like that's the NFL has shown a pattern of that. Like Jay-Z
Yeah.
too. I mean, I would say is he I want to see where the evidence goes though. I don't know how you guys feel about this though. Like I want to see more evidence before you start pointing fingers, but if Jay-Z's going down, Diddy like
Listen, let me segue this because I am not a fan of Jay Z. I've never been a fan of Jay Z. I am not happy that a black man is in this predicament. However, I feel as though like this has been happening for decades at this point. Like Diddy's been having Diddy freak offs for decades at this point. Like the baby oil that he has stored up is from the 90s, bro.
That's
Like he's
crazy.
been using this baby oil for years. And I know if you got that much money and that much influence, like your friends have that much money and influence, like birds of the feather flock together. You see them all the time in like pictures, hugging, like our kids, our friends, like y'all are the same type of individual. You know what I'm saying? And Jay-Z keeps sending these cease and desist orders like, bruh, it's for you, bruh. Like it's almost time for you, bruh. So you might as well go do what Diddy did his last free day. He went and go sit in Central Park amongst us regulars and just hanging out and just like, damn, like it's really up for me. Like
Why do
it's up
niggas
for me.
do shit like that though,
Yo,
bro?
didn't you know he was really just appreciating his freedom and
That's
shit?
what I'm saying, bro. You knew it was over for him. He was like, "Yeah, there ain't nothing I can do. I can't travel. Like, I can't skip the country. They already gonna know. Like, it's just nothing that he could do about it." But
First of
Jay
all,
Z,
like Tony, I don't mean to sound like a sociopath or to seem like I've already planned how Diddy would have escaped the whole time from like the beginning to the end, how I would have done it. I
he
never
had
did
so
it.
much time though.
Nigga, how did you? And I'm glad he got caught for all the victims. I'm glad he got caught. I'm just saying, y'all, in my
But how do you get
theoretical,
caught though? You know what I'm saying?
how did, but nigga, you was on a plane in the air, Tony. I would have like told him to land that plane in the Atlantic Ocean and have my niggas from like Haiti come pick me up. We go to
Yeah, and I'm
Belize.
good.
I go to Cameroon, and y'all would have changed my name. I mean, cool. You know, we are Africans.
Playing devil's advocate, the story would have been way spicier if he tried to
Yeah.
escape.
I mean, we all love a good spicy story, you know what I'm saying? We love.
Right, you're already going down.
That's what I'm saying. Like now instead of having your freak offs out here, you gotta have them in prison where it doesn't even matter anymore. Cause like you gonna get your freak off
You've been with
regardless.
the since.
And they know
He's
now.
gonna have to get freaky. It's gonna be very freaky in there. Definitely very freaky in there.
But on a serious note, I think the allegations, I don't want to say, I think they're leading more toward trending towards the truth versus anything else. And it's all going to come to the light in the general. What do y'all think would happen with Jeffrey Epstein? They killed him in prison because I already knew if they would have let him go to trial, he was snitching on everybody. And that goes for Tom Hanks, Oprah, all of them. They all would have
Tyler Perry.
Hey,
Tyler Perry.
I'll be.
You got to think for Tyler Perry.
Nigga, Tyler Perry, I'm telling you, has been gay. I just don't understand how niggas don't see that he's gay.
Hey,
It's
I think
okay
you
to
do
be
have
gay.
to
That's the
set.
thing.
You do have to set
Listen, you a
boundaries.
black Coop. What black male billionaire? You know our DNA. What black billionaire you've never seen with a bad bitch, affiliated with a bad bitch, ever like with.
Like that's like common shit though.
No child support. Like, come on, bruh.
My thing is, I think from just the charges that I've seen with Diddy though, like I think we can't put him right there with Jeffrey Epstein. It's a little bit different. I
Okay,
think
cool.
we have to say
What?
Coop.
it's a lot bit different, I would say.
I'll say this, Tony. I think what Coop is
Maybe
trying to
the
say, because I was going to try to make this point. I think, listen, Diddy needs to be in jail based off what we're hearing, the allegations, right? But if it comes down to the fact that we find out that bro was just having like super orgies at his house, like if I'm a billionaire, I get it. So I don't know if that's what he's guilty of. Then, bro, get him out. Because Tom Hanks is fucking a 19-year. I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is fucking a 20-year-old. That shit is Hollywood. That's their whole culture. But Tony, if bro had forced any young person below the age of 18, drugged you, because y'all need to watch the movie Blink Twice. That shit is it'll fuck you up about Hollywood with the nigga from Magic Mike. It shows you Robert Kraft and all them niggas how they rock. But if that's the case, then he belongs in jail. But if I think Coop was trying to say, if bro is just guilty of being a freak and everybody signed off to it,
as
then
as of right
Listen.
now,
It's
right,
not a.
he only has 3 charges. So right, so we have to I had to go through all the indictments, see what it was called for. Like Jeffrey Epstein, he was like selling underage kids and stuff like that. Like it's a little bit different. But Diddy has 3 charges. He has a racketeering charge. He has like it's something like transportation for prostitution, and he has sex trafficking through fraud, coercion, or force. Now that sex trafficking charge sounds kind of crazy, right? But you know what I'm saying? It said through 3 different means. We don't know how he did it, right? Was it fraud? Was it coercion? Was it fraud? Was it coercion? Was it like I don't know. Like we got I think we need to see more evidence. That's all I'm gonna say.
but Coop, be careful before you know white people watch our show. They're gonna think you victim blaming. So be
No,
like
I'm not
balance it out.
victim blaming. Like, hey, like if anything, I think more so he deserves to go to jail more so for the shit that he did to Cassie.
Exactly.
Like
Because we saw that
nah,
shit.
I can jump on board with that.
Listen.
But it
There's
sounds
a
like he's just a freak.
listen. Diddy has had influence over the entertainment system since the late '90s, right? And listen, if I'm Diddy late '90s, right? How does this sound? All right, young nigga, come in here, rap. You know what I'm saying? Rap, show me what you got. All right, nigga, turn around, let me see that asshole. Like what?
Okay, but if you turn
That's manipulation. That's using your power. Like, bruh, like
But
Oh yeah,
I want to
feel
get
you,
it.
though.
If you want to get ahead in life, you gonna let me hit this jump from the back. You're talking to a whole nother grown man, bruh.
Tony, I feel you though. But if he says some shit like that to me, I'd be like, well, this isn't gonna be the path for me. But if you turn around and you bust it open,
crazy.
You're right.
Like, there are a lot of niggas who's busting it open for a record deal.
All right, you're right. You're right. All right, so back to the main point. The allegation with the 13-year-old girl and Jay-Z, I think it's wrong. I mean, that's a 13-year-old girl at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? A minor. So, and it said him and Diddy were allegedly charged in this.
Yeah.
So, of course, they're gonna do the billionaire thing and pay whoever they need to pay, how much ever money they need to pay them, so it can just get swept under the rug.
Right.
So that's gonna disappear soon.
All right. So I'm just be that guy and just try to use this, in Drake's favors. We still gonna let Jay-Z decide who we still gonna let Kendrick perform in the Super Bowl? You know what I mean? I hate to be that guy, but I'm saying I think now we need to just hand this shit over to Wayne. Because I don't trust
Should have
Jay-Z no
been.
more. I don't know if I'm okay with Jay-Z selecting who I want my kids watching on the Super Bowl. I'm gonna be white and I'm gonna use my kids. I don't want you know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
want Jay-Z.
wait
So
till
what
I
do y'all
can
think?
use that.
What do y'all think is gonna happen?
They're gonna let him perform just based off they already signed the deal probably and put it all into working. So it's gonna happen regardless of what we think about it or not. I just think that I don't know. Jay-Z is just he I don't
What
know.
does your gut tell you about it, Tom? About the
He
whole what do you think is gonna be the truth? Let's just
it's
start speculating.
it's up for him because all the shit that's happening to Diddy, like he's tied into all that shit some way somehow. But there's no way in the world that he's not. And people are gonna start coming forward and they're gonna want some of this. And if they don't get none of that, then you going down to the ground too. Maybe you, maybe Beyonce, maybe all of them.
Crazy work, bro. I'm just waiting for Tyler Perry, bro.
You got a thing against Tyler Perry,
I'm
bro. We need to
telling you, bro,
unpack
because I've
that.
been y'all don't just see that Tyler Perry is a weirdo in some way. I know I don't have no evidence physical. I mean,
He's just like, I can
I
feel it.
see it.
I
I
can
see
feel
right
it,
through it.
Coop. I can feel it.
No.
But hey, let's. I guess we can leave those. We can leave those consensus allegations for now. We can leave that topic and move on to the real point of the show. So I think this has been one of the closest Heisman race. Although I feel like statistically, except for the running back from Boise State, I haven't really. I wasn't blown away. There was no Reggie Bushes. There was nothing crazy. But what do you guys think of the four Heisman finalists, and who do you guys want in? Who you guys got winning it? Coop, since you're the guest today, you go
I
first.
think Travis Hunter. My prediction is Travis, I think, takes it. I think the running backs deserves it. I just think, honestly, and it would be very on trend. I've kind of thought that this might even be the year of the running back, honestly. Because you see it in the NFL that everybody that got a running back this year, they're doing good. Everybody that traded their running back in the gutter. And then it just so happens that Ashton Jinty's run for like 300 yards a game. I think it's like here to reinforce that running backs matter. We need to stop paying quarterbacks so much money. Because if anything, too, this year, like all the quarterbacks that we thought were garbage, like the Sam Darnolds of the world, Bryce Young, it just so turns out that you can actually win with these quarterbacks. So maybe, just maybe, running backs are a little bit worth more than what we thought.
I completely agree with that sentiment. I'm a Travis Hunter guy through and through, just because I think it's very unique what he's doing. A running back is a running back to me, but Ashton Genty he has outweighed the odds as far as him being able to. I think he rushed for like 2,000 yards. If I'm not
Did he
mistaken.
break Barry Sanders' record?
He did rush
No,
for 2,000. I don't think he
I
broke
don't
the
think he
record.
broke Eric Dickerson's record. No, Barry Sanders' record.
Let me see, because
But yeah, no. So, and also I think the Cowboys won him anyways. But yeah, you're right. We devalue the running back position because it's a position where you feel like you can plug and play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just pick a guy up off the street and he can run through the tackles, and that's not always the case. Think about Trent Richardson, who was like a top 5 draft pick, and he couldn't see fucking anything between the tackle and the
All we
guards.
did could do was lift weight.
yo, sorry, so
But on paper he was amazing, and in college he was amazing, but in the NFL just didn't transpire. We kind of think of this quarterback as like a flashy like diva. He is the main reason why our organization is going to either be successful or fail. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's the case anymore. Like look at Saquon. I don't think Jalen Hurts is a proven passer yet. Honestly, I don't think he is. Neither does AJ Brown, his own teammate. So I think we need to value the running back
y'all keep
more.
that
And I
sneak
think
this.
I hate to say this
That's
because
that's the East beef right there.
everything in my soul is telling me Travis Hunter, but I think it's like too unique what Ashton Genty is doing.
Yeah, well, y'all know me, man. Like, I am a Miami, the U guy from day one. And I feel like, first of all, my first beef is that Shador Sanders won, like, the Johnny Unitas Arms Award. And I was like, wait, but Cam beat him at everything and had more wins, played better competition. But Shador won it. Which he had a great fucking season, and it bothered me. I have been on record as being
Yeah, 30
I'm not a hater of
touchdowns.
that nigga, bro. I just see something that y'all don't, and or the whole world. Maybe I'm just the only guy. I feel like he's not the best quarterback in college football. I would take back over him, even the kid from Georgia. I'm sorry because
You're
the
hating.
eye test.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
feel
You
like he
sound like
played.
you hating,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
No,
all.
Carson Beck
he
over
plays,
Shador
bro. He
Sanders.
plays in the perfect conference. I have never looked at that nigga and was like, yeah. That's a top five pick. That I'm gonna send my kids to private school of this nigga. Never. We saw that with Trevor. Even though Trevor's some shit right now, but those quarterbacks we saw them. I don't know if it's because he came from JUCO. I mean, from D1 AA because he was a 4-star quarterback in Texas. So I still get it, but I don't know what it is. It's like a mind fuck. I don't see a first round quarterback when I look at him, and I feel like
No,
it's a disrespect to Cam Ward because
whoa,
he doesn't win the best quarterback, but he's up for the Heisman and Shadar isn't. Now, I think Gentry, because what you call Cam Ward lost to Syracuse. I think that's what got him out of there. We lost to fucking Syracuse and lost to ACC. We didn't even get to the championship after Miami's best year in like fucking 50 years. It feels like. So it was crazy, but to be accurate, Ashton Gentry ran for 2,497 yards, 29 touchdowns this year. I think he's about
Yeah, he won it.
40 yards from Barry Sanders' record.
I don't know where they should have put that 40 yards, and they should have definitely added that in there somewhere. But yeah, he
that's
won it. Like what,
insane.
2,400 yards?
He had 2,497 yards, but he had 344 carries. So that's like early 2000 running back carry usage around like the track Jamal Lewis in them days. But that's
Is that
crazy.
over usage though?
It's not, but the running back doesn't get the ball because the quarterback, like y'all said, has to be the diva, has to be the guy who won the Super Bowl. No, Russell didn't win y'all that Super Bowl. That fucking Seahawks defense did. And it's not about, but I feel like GMs try to take the easy way out and they want to just hope that they get that next Patrick Mahomes who's going to save them and make sure that their bloodline is fed for a long time. So I think y'all are right. The quarterback position is over fucking valued. Trevor Lawrence is paid more than Lamar Jackson. Tua is paid more than Lamar Jackson. Justin Herbert is paid more than Lamar Jackson. Like, do you know how many quarterbacks? I mean, Justin Love, I still think is out there, but y'all are right. There are quarterbacks who are making crazy amount of money, and it doesn't add up because you're taking away value from your team.
And
You don't see great NFL teams no more. You see a $60 million quarterback, Cowboys, and then everybody else is paid minimum, and you wonder why great players are spread around. We don't see great players play together no more because they can't afford to.
I don't like also that they'll pay quarterbacks all the money, but then they have it both ways. Like they'll give the quarterback 50 million and then be like, "Oh, he didn't have any help." Like you goddamn right he didn't have any help. We're paying him 50 million.
Couldn't afford help.
Yeah, like we had to cut everybody else because we're paying you 60 million. Like, and then it's like we need to get beyond that. Like, either you get 60 million or you get a team. But it can't be both ways. It definitely can't be both ways.
That's
Like,
hilarious.
and last topic, nah, I gotta defend Shador. That was crazy.
That
What
was
you
crazy
said.
work, bro.
That
Crazy
was
work.
crazy what you just said. Shador,
Carson Beck?
yo,
Him
I
was
will
better than
say
Shador in
If you
every
put
fucking statistic. Coop, you live in Florida, bro.
that was
if you put
crazy.
Shador on Georgia where Carson Beck was,
No,
they'd be better. They'd be a better team than what they are.
Shador, I'm with you. His game is not flashy, right? Like his game's not flashy. It's not
And he
like
has so much time. They always say his line
no.
is trash, but bro, he takes so long to throw the ball.
His best O lineman is a freshman.
Man, who is equivalent to a goddamn? Come on,
A
come on.
freshman
He was the
all
best tackle in the country,
oh,
bro.
And he's not even a redshirt freshman. No, Shador's game isn't flashy, right? He doesn't have the biggest arm. He's not the tallest guy. If you're looking for like an Andrew Luck kind of thing, you're not gonna find it. Shador, though, I think his game is, for me, out of all the quarterbacks that I've seen, his game is this sounds cliche, but it's very Brady-esque, right?
Brady was his
It's
trainer.
about timing. It's about placement. It's about, I'm not gonna let you hit me hard ever.
Or I'm gonna complain when niggas smack me, and because
I
my
mean,
First of
dad
all,
is
that was a
vicious.
late hit. Don't
that
do
was a
that,
late
Brody. That
hit.
was a late ass
I
hit,
think
bro.
Shador can work on that though. But Brady's game, like it was almost like he's not just trying to play football, right? It was almost like he's playing the game as a coach. And I think you kind of have to see that in Shador a lot. Like
All
Cam
right, cool.
Ward makes better throws, bigger arm, but no,
You think he has a
Shador.
bigger arm than Cam Ward?
No, Cam Ward, I said he has a bigger arm, right?
Do you
He
see the
checks
different
more.
styles of throwing that boy? Coop, you
I
were
think
right there. You
I think
should be
Cam
telling
Ward
me
has
about
more.
him.
Like Cam Ward. I think Cam Ward has more tools than Shador. But right now, I think you got it because
What?
and they've been saying everybody's better than Shador, right? Caleb Williams is better than Shador. We haven't
Caleb Williams
seen,
is better than Shador. He beat him every. Come on. What do
we
you
haven't
mean?
seen that yet. We
Damn,
haven't
we saw it.
not in the league yet. We definitely haven't seen that yet. Quinn
I mean, the
Ewers is
USC team was better than the Colorado team
Oh my
last year.
God. You
yeah.
guys are always going to use this excuse about his
Was it
talent.
not? Was it not?
Oh my God.
Was it
So
not?
he has fucking George Horn's son, who's a fucking draft pick. He has Travis Hunter, who's a goddamn top 5 pick. He has number 15, number 14. I be watching the team, bro. I know their
Yeah.
roster. They
And
have great players. What do you
And you
mean?
saw what
They
he did
play
with
a
that.
horrible conference.
3,900 yards, 36 touchdowns.
I wanted to see him play. He never played one SEC team, but y'all want me, and that's a
It's not
JV.
his fault. He's in
It's
that
Bro, his whole
division.
career. I don't
right.
know who he played. I
It's
can't.
not it's not 2010 anymore when the SEC just gets all the recruits.
Georgia almost lost to
The
Georgia
SEC
Tech. Don't
is
even do
not
that,
the
bro.
SEC anymore. That we
I gotta push
grew up
back on
with.
that, man.
Like
The SEC is so talented that they beat up on each other. So there are now teams that
no,
are winning. I mean, that are losing 3 games in the SEC and still winning because the SEC is so still flooded. Like every other conference gets like a bunch of portals transfers from the SEC.
the SEC used to have a monopoly, I feel like, on just like all the recruits want to go to the SEC because that's where, if you want to go to the league, you kind of have to go. Like people are going to ask,
LSU,
yeah,
Alabama's.
either we want to see that you like play for Alabama or you played against Alabama. You know what I'm saying? We need that tape. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's the only thing that matters. That's the only tape we're looking at.
Like we need that tape. It used to be like that. But now with the NIL, everybody got money.
We all balling.
Hey yo, if you got $100 million, you can get a great college football team. like what? Like you got money. That's all that matters now. So it's like no, people aren't flocking to those great recruits. Like the top 5 picks go to like Michigan and shit now.
You know what? Cool. That's a great segue into our next topic. And maybe Tony, you can kind of lead us off with this. With the Michigan, because I think Tony and I talked about this a little bit, with the LSU quarterback flipping over to Michigan and he's basically going to be making $3 million a year if he stayed there for 4 years, which I wouldn't even be trying to go to the NFL no more, bro. I was just finding my little accounts and my little stocks guy, my little betting guy. I would surround myself and, bro, just get money, and do the most on campus and just, yeah, I'm a millionaire. So what do you guys think about that amount of money? And do you guys think it's great for college football kids at 17, 18, getting that type of money? What do y'all think? Y'all think it's good for the game? Tony, you go first.
Listen. 17 or 18-year-old with that type of money, like I have no drive now to go. There's no more dog in me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what am I still fighting for? You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting to go to the NFL anymore. I have 10 million that I'm sitting on. I'm in college. They giving me cars. They giving me houses, like, to come and play football there. I don't even know if I'm even good at football anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just made a bag just based off, like, I mean, granted, he's a 5-star. You know what I'm saying? He's coming in. He flipped from LSU to go to Michigan. You're paying me 10 to 12 million to do that. I don't even know if I need to play. Where's my mentality anymore? What am I working hard
I'm
for?
not going to class after first semester. Once it gets that $2 million like cap, I'm good. I'm
I
leaving.
make more money than all of my professors, and I made it in one season. Not even a season. I haven't even touched college football fields yet. Like, I make more money than all of my professors, all of my teachers. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't, like, it takes away from wanting to feed your family. You know what I'm saying? If my family's already fed, what am I about to go out here and risk my body
So
for?
you think it kills motivation?
Why wouldn't it? It's if I'm 17 or 18 years old and you hand me $10 million, what am I doing any of this for? I don't need a bag. I don't need to go to college. I got $10 million, bro.
That's
Like,
crazy.
you know what I'm saying? That's life-changing money. And of course,
Of a high
I
school
hope he's
kid.
not like a regular NIGGA that's from the trenches, because
A YN?
if you a YN, that money is gone. Once you buy all your Amiris and Moncleeses and all that stuff, and you break off your mom and your dad and your cousin and little Rary and them
And you
from down
dropped
the street,
that album that you didn't need to drop because you can't rap?
I don't need college anymore. Y'all just paid me to not come here. Like, there has to be
What about you?
stipulations. I know that there's stipulations in this contract, like, hey, you have to stay here all 4 years. You have to play football. You have to have above a 3.1 GPA or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So from that aspect, I understand it. But, like, where's my hunger, my fight to be a dog on a football field?
So I definitely feel you though, because overall, is it bad for the game? I agree with you. I think it is bad for the game.
It's horrible.
I
That's
think
too much
less,
money.
I think in the short term, there's definitely going to be people that don't like try hard, right? But overall, I think it is good because players are underpaid, right? Like they need to
Football's a
start,
brutal sport.
yeah, they need to start dishing out those checks, like because when you look at stuff and you're like, wow, like starting middle linebackers make like 900 grand a year in the NFL.
He's making more than NFL players.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like if these people in college clearly value your talents off a high school tape for $12 million a year, if y'all want me to play, like, shit, honestly, the goal might just be to retire after college.
Why do I need to put my body through that, right? Like, there's
Why?
no point.
Why go risk my life out here with these real killers? Like, nah. Just let me get
Like that
the
nigga from South Carolina.
Listen. If I'm a DB in college and you make 12 mil, I am trying to take your head off. I'm hating. I don't fuck with you just because I don't give a fuck if you white, black, blue, or purple. You got $10 million and I'm not even making shit. I'm just on a scholarship. It's up, nigga.
Yeah, you can do that, but like niggas in the
It's
NFL are just trying to take your head off because like their kid has like tuition. What no? Sign me up for college, right? He's trying to send his kid to private school. What?
Yeah.
That kid is gonna
But
be.
let me ask you a question. So I guess we all agree that the money is making these kids crazy, but the money is still needed. I will say this: like these kids, some of them come from small towns. Like football is the only way out. So to somebody like that, I would hope like they would get in a lot of money. But like like Tony said, giving $10 million to a
It's a
17 or
child.
18-year-old kid. I don't care if you're from the suburbs or you're from fucking Magnolia, South Carolina, and you just got one traffic light in your town. That money's gonna make you do the most and probably get. But I feel like the money needs to be reallocated in a better way. That's all it is. Like
If they break it
all
up and
and we know college, all 90 kids, that money needs to be spread out so you guys can pay for tuition. Shouldn't be a thing. Everybody should have enough money after college for about 5 to 10 years because, like y'all said, Tony, we all cool. We all play on the same team. Football, people don't realize when you know how normal it is to tear your ACL or to get a surgery in your back, bro. But most normal humans, you don't experience that
recover.
shit
And you don't
ever.
recover from that.
So these players like destroy their body. So I do agree with y'all that they need to like still get paid. But what would y'all do? How would you redo the system? Coop, you go first. Start.
Everybody got to get the Allen Iverson contract. They're like, okay,
Save yourself.
we're giving you 12 milli. Yeah, yes, you're gonna get that. But
Yeah.
for right now, you can only get like maybe 200-300 grand, and you're gonna have to make that 2 3 and you got to think about that 200 grand in like college. That's what, like $200 in college. You couldn't tell me shit. So, like, yeah, this has to be spread out. It probably has to come with some, like, a lot of stipulations. But
Hmm.
I'm just never gonna be a fan of telling people, yeah, you can't have your money right now. Like, I
Yeah.
there should be some option that if you're
Because
like
college
too
football is
old,
$1 billion industry. It's not like a billion;
yeah,
it's $1 billion industry. These SEC schools, Alabama's, they make 40 to 60. I mean, 40 to 60 million average per school because of these $1 billion TV
that's what I'm
deals
saying.
that compete with the NFL. So in actuality, I feel like this is my conspiracy theory right here. I feel like white America know why they don't want niggas getting paid like that. Imagine how many black millionaires there would be if that was just a normal thing. Like, yeah, once you got you, so you're gonna get this 500 in college, and then your whole life is gonna be set pretty much unless you fuck it up after. Do you know how many young niggas, how many ignorant niggas would be rich as
No,
shit? Because look at the fucking top 100, or top 300 every year. It's 75% niggas. What do you guys think about that?
no,
That
'cause you're right because the it pushes the industry up like farther though too, right? Because if people are getting millions at 18, shit, I'm recruiting you at 13. Like if you're bring, like if you playing like yeah, Pop Warner somewhere and you nice, what? 10 grand, 10 grand.
he said Pop
You're
Warner
a
though.
little
That's what I'm
kid.
saying. So you're right, Kuba. You bring up a great point. Like, where does it stop now? Because like you see these Pop Warner guys who like are destined to go to these D1 colleges. Who like you already see them doing drills in the summer. Like they're in college already. Like where does it end? Like if I can pay this 10-year-old who's dogging the 10U circuit, like if I can pay him like 100 grand for him to already commit to come to my school,
And he's 10 years old.
and
Just
he's
give
10
him some
years
like
old.
Robux or something. Like, give him some Fortnite. Give him some Fortnite dollars. He's good.
And first of all, if that's my kid and you want to give him 100 grand just to, what I'm saying, come warm up with y'all and verbally commit, I'm with it. I'm with
I'm
all of that.
pushing that nigga. He's going, nigga.
You're
Saturday
probably
mornings,
not
I don't
giving him
care.
the
I'm
money. You're
pumped.
giving
You're
him.
going.
Yeah,
I don't want to keep working, nigga.
yeah. Fuck that birthday party. You are going to this football camp. These niggas paid
Quit
us.
my job last week, nigga. You going?
You are going to this football camp.
Bring child labor, man.
I mean, work
But
hard. So
Tony,
I
that's
mean,
true though. So
where does
we're
it
making
end?
fun of it, but where would it stop? Think about
That's
where
what I'm
that would
saying.
lead to.
It's a
People are
crazy
gonna
Like I ain't gonna
situation.
lie to y'all. Y'all know me. I'm black. I'm West African. Nigga. Both my little niggas, I'm forcing them niggas against their will.
You're
I don't
playing
want to
this.
keep making leasing, property assistant money. Fuck no. I want better for myself. So I will force my little two young niggas. I know y'all like. I know you want to go to play. You want to go to Six Flags and you want to go, bro. But that don't matter to me. What matters to me is me making sure that your moms know that I raised y'all and we rich
And we worry about the trauma later in
and
life.
we got money. Tell me you're rich. Like, nah, let me stop.
I remember that story though. They said Messi's kid like got signed like right out the womb. Like people like it's gonna it's gonna be a thing. Like wait, what? Like yeah, let me find out like LeBron's having a kid with some like, a little side kid. What? Yeah, let me sign up. Let me sign.
He signed that little nigga. But hey, speaking of LeBron though, this thing has nothing to do with him. But I'm kind of mad about this now because y'all know I've been on record of defending Bronny and LeBron. Why the fuck is Bryce James getting visits except his size? Why that nigga? Have y'all
First of
seen
all,
his stats?
he's on the top 100. He's
Bro,
like,
but he shouldn't be there. This is once. So I was trolling everybody last time with Bronny because I felt like Bronny athleticism puts him in the top 200. Bryce James, people be saying, "Oh, he's gonna be better." People don't realize, nigga, he's actually a junior. Like the nigga hasn't, he just has size, but he's being recruited by everybody. And I'm like, yo, now I see why niggas be mad at Bronny. But I feel like that's another thing. But Bryce is
it's always
trash.
the
Dude,
youngest brother. It's always the youngest brother.
So
Like
Bryce,
LaMelo Ball.
Bryce, I think Bryce is kind of trash. I will say. I
You
don't
think
think Bryce. I don't think Bryce is that good. I mean, he has potential, but everybody
hella
has
size.
potential, right? Like so, like no, Bryce. I will say though that Bronny I mean, he can develop a little bit. Like he has an opportunity. Both, I don't think really are NBA talent, I will say. I mean, never say never. Anybody can get better, right? But it's a gap.
Oop, you make a point because you're if Tony, if your dad was a billionaire, you had the world best trainer nutritionist. Tony, I feel like you love football enough. You would have probably you probably switched the defense with your height and been something because we love that shit. So you would have your dad is a billionaire. I'm like, Bonnie, what
You have
is it?
all the
Why are
op.
you
You
a
have
bitch
all
ass
the.
nigga and you have so much potential? But why you just don't Coop, you a basketball player. Why both of y'all play basketball? Why you don't got that natural is it you don't just got it?
It's the confidence, man. When you in a game and you just don't have the confidence, everything's gonna go wrong for you. You're gonna make dumbass passes. You're not gonna cut to the rim. You're not gonna rebound. You're not gonna box out. Like if you don't have confidence, you just gonna be out there on skates and everybody else is fucking playing with Velcro. Like it's just not gonna work.
I mean, shit, no, because we only think about the thing is you got to think we only think about genes for half of the person, right? We only think of like, damn, he's LeBron's son. At the end of the day, he's also Savannah's son. People need to start planning for shit like that, right? Like if LeBron played the LeVar Ball card, we might have had another great. See, LeVar was smart, right? LeVar didn't care about who the greatest, like who had the biggest ass or who who was the baddest.
His woman
LeVar,
tall, boy.
LeVar was he said I'm 6'6". I'm finding a shorty that's 6'2", and now look at LaMelo hooping, like right.
LaMelo's one of the best point guards in the game. That's
Yeah.
another.
If maybe all I'm saying, if LeVar had taken one step farther and found like a chocolate shawty, you know,
Little petite.
that maybe that's why I think that's why Lonzo be getting injured all the
Part because of the Caucasian
time.
mix. It had
His body's not used to that athleticism.
only parts of his body, only like some of it. Like he believes he's supposed to do it. He
Like, yeah,
believes he's supposed to do it.
see, yeah, his body's like, I can do this, but then the other half is like, not so fast there. Not so.
You know who mom is. Yeah, man. But that's interesting. So let's pivot over to since we're already talking about Bron a little bit. Let's pivot over to the Lakers. Me and Tony are Lakers fans. I know Coop is very opinionated against LeBron and the Lakers. So I want to know just off top, are the Lakers a playoff team as currently constructed? What do you guys think? And also, there's a two-part question. Are we coming from one of the biggest LeBron supporter? Are we also watching LeBron slowly deteriorate this year?
Oop, I'm gonna let you go first.
The Lakers are not a playoff team. I'm not and I've been thinking about this for a while too, because this is kind of a hot take. Because I
Think
mean,
about
like,
the injured players as well. Don't just be basing it off our current roster.
yeah, right. Because there's injured players. They have a lot of team coming. The problem I see with the Lakers is when you're an old team, the start of the year and the end of the year are where you can really start to cook, right? Like it's normally during the middle of the year where people are hurt, people are tired, people have like things
Right.
they got going on. So when you have a bad start, it can kind of start like the recipe for disaster for the year. Like they happened with the Suns last year. They had a bad start, people got injured early, and then now you have to fight to get into like, especially in the West, to get into like 8, 9, 10, 11. And
Playing.
that's never where you want to be if you're trying to be in the playoffs, fighting because those are especially those spots in the West. Those are rough spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you get in late, you will be playing somebody like Denver, and that's what happens to the Lakers 2 years in a row. But for me, I have a unequivocal belief in Jared Vanderbilt. Like I feel like when he's on the floor, like our defense is 10 times better than what it is. But he's been hurt for the past 2 years, and I'm like, we either need to let him go and like trade him or something, or he needs to like magically work himself back, give him some tramadol or something, make him not feel his body, and put him out there on the floor. Like he's like, there's no way we should be holding on to a player for like that long, and he's not been playing
And
at
paying
all.
him like 15 mil a year.
and he's not doing anything. He's just sitting on the bench. It's worse than Lonzo Ball to me. So I just think that currently constructed, even though D'Lo's been playing really nice when Austin Reeves been out, he's been playing pretty decent, better than what he's been playing before.
On
but
defense, him and LeBron are liabilities.
Yeah, they are. They are. But
Crazy.
I'm just saying, like, they need to do something with that trade. They need to trade D'Lo away, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Although I do appreciate him while Austin Reeves is out, but they need to make something.
Trade him for.
I like Rui. I like Dalton. You know what I'm saying? I think they're nice. I think Gabe Vincent. They need to trade away Gabe Vincent as well. Like, they should have never traded.
Guard.
They should have never traded. What is it? Scotty Reynolds? No, not Scotty Reynolds. Lord have mercy.
Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen Jr. They should have never traded that man away, bro. Or let him just, like, walk away. Because now he's producing. Now he looks like a legit NBA person. Now, to me, him and Gabe Vincent are, like, the same type of player, except he's younger and better than Gabe Vincent at this very moment. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that I feel like happen, but currently constructed, I don't think so. The West is too tough.
It's too deep. Yeah, I agree. I think as a delusional Laker fan, you know how we are every year. We crop different player jerseys on us saying, oh, the Lakers going to trade for this guy. He's going to trade for Steph Curry and, Jesus Christ, Dalai Lama. We're going to get the whole squad. But it's hard because I've been a LeBron supporter since he came to the Lakers because I was a hater before he came. And niggas literally, like, assassinate me online for how much they think I ride LeBron. No homo. But I will still say that's my guy, and I still believe he's the best player I ever watched complete play basketball. But I believe LeBron, this is the first year where I'm like, LeBron, like, I don't know if his ego's getting in the way. LeBron is not great anymore. He can be great in little moments. He's a liability on defense. He's streaky on offense. He's not and think about it. LeBron, beyond his brain, his fucking superpower was his athleticism. And that lasted, like, I would say 19 years. But now, normal players guard LeBron and bump him and then he passes the ball. Like, and I'm just like, yo, this is weird. I mean, I guess we should expect this at his age. I mean, vouch for him this morning on our Barbershop Talk Sports page. But I just think Braun is one of the problems, and it's not because he's the reason why we're losing. I believe we need to hide LeBron more and allow him to be great when we need him. And we need to trade Gabe Vincent because what is up with these Heat guards? Their last year to refer with the Heat, we would get them, and then they missed like 2-3 years. Him and fucking Christian Dunn. They did the same shit. It was crazy. I was like, yo, there was the point when I thought like Gabe Vincent was going to be our starting point guard after that playoff. I was like, yo, that's going to be a great pickup. Now I almost want Schroeder back.
He can't even make it. He can't even make it three, bro. I don't know what's up.
And I hate that he's Nigerian. I found out this nigga's African. I fucking hate that he's Nigerian. That bothers me.
At this point, yeah. Like, if you see anybody on the Heat cooking, like, you should just assume, like, it's a fraud. Like, he can only do that for Pat Riley.
Only Pat Riley.
Like, just don't.
Only Pat Riley.
Only Pat Riley can.
So I think we need a trade. We need a trade. But, I need to trade. I don't know what we need. I want to say a dominant. Not a dominant because you won't get a dominant one, but we need at least a 79 to 84 center who's really tall to let AD just play the fucking forward and give him time. We need to keep hiding LeBron and allow him to get like 28 minutes because if LeBron gets 28 minutes, he could average a triple-double. And we don't need him to be. We need Vanderbilt to come back to fucking play defense. And as we're currently constructed, bro, it's sad to say, and I'm keep lying to myself, but we're not fucking making the playoffs. I noticed that when we fucking got manhandled by the Pistons early season, I was like, what just happened? So that's my take, man.
The Pistons are a much younger team, more athletic than us. They ran circles around us. I mean, we got busted by Orlando. Orlando's young, nice. They you know what I'm saying? They're athletic. The Heat beat the hell out of us. Like, we just get beat the hell out of, and I'm tired of that. I hate that, bro. And you can always see it coming because, like, the Lakers they'll let someone get up 20 points in the first half and then be fighting their way back the whole game. Like, what the fuck was y'all doing? And, like, we suck in third quarters, bruh. The third quarter of, like, every game, we, like, just disappear. Granted, he's 48. He gets tired. Like, you got to rest him. AD can only do but so much.
He's our best player now. It's easy. It's obvious.
Yeah, but I know you... when's the last time you've hooped though? Because feel like I know you feel that time, but there's times that like I tried to hoop recently. Like yo, I'm old now. Like
Yeah,
I can't like young kids playing defense. I cannot play defense. I'm not about to sit in the stands
yeah,
just like and slide my feet. Like once somebody starts doing a whole bunch of dribble moves, oh no, it's over. Like yeah, you got it, homie. Like I got a good. I'm a, yeah, that little weak reach behind joint. Like, oh yeah, I got
yeah.
that for you, but like, that you see that with
I be
LeBron.
hard fouling. Hey, I do the little, I hard foul him and then tap him on his back like, hey, you got a bit, young man. That's what I do to these young niggas now.
Nah, but yeah, LeBron is a liability on defense. You're correct
Like
about that. So
he's too top. Like his energy does not last, and that's the problem with the Lakers is they're asking for too much out of a
Right.
40-year-old LeBron. Like you
Yeah.
can't be asking
Yeah.
for
But I
40
also feel like Coop,
minutes.
LeBron does this himself. He wants this. He makes us believe that, he be capping. I mean, he be running his mouth. Like, I love Braun. And
he's
I'm
always
like,
been
bro,
capping.
Ron, you just have to like stop. I would have thought you were the best player since like 2021. Since you got us that bubble ring, I was like, I'm good. But bruh, now I'm just like, yo, you're in the game now, and I'm like, bro, why are you here? I'm a Laker fan. I want you here. I want to win, but I just don't even get it because it's like, bro, we have these expectations that you're not meeting, and the shit is awkward, bro.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
and it's rightfully so too. Like, hey, if you ask for a max contract, we should treat you like max contract. Same thing with the quarterbacks, right? LeBron, you want to get paid $50 million a year? We need Shy Gilgis Alexander production.
Yeah,
We need Luka Doncic production. We need like what? You can't get 50 and then try to produce like Zach LaVine. It's not gonna work.
Hey, you was talking about getting a five. What five you think will fit with the Lakers?
no, I'm saying we need. Go ahead.
Like I believe we need a five too. I just don't know where that five
I
comes
just
from.
don't
I think Rui's too small to play the four, while AD tries to play the five. Even though
right.
AD's cooking, I just think he would cook way harder on a four if you had a decent five. Like even when we had JaVale McGee or even Dwight Howard, I thought we was fine like that.
I
I
still
thought
think we can get
JaVale
one
was
of those
fine.
niggas. Why can we not just put the white? Why can we just not sign him and just see what happens? Like, just see what fucking happens at
It's
this
because
Well,
point.
they're heterosexual and he likes trannies, bro. It's deep. It's different. It's bigger than basketball with Dwight. But you're right. When we had Dwight or when we had JaVale,
bad for team morale.
that's like that it's like just like Dylan Brooks. Like we like you. We don't want you on our team, though, Holmes.
No, it
Right.
works when you're like
We don't
crazy
want you
though,
on
and
our team, though.
it's like you're actually the crazy nigga that comes in like you just don't give a fuck, right? Like you'll fight, you'll play defense, fuck
You hit a
training, it don't
tranny.
matter.
You need so that's Dennis Rodman,
But when you're
basically. I feel
doing
like that's
that and
Dennis
you're
Rodman.
not playing defense, like you're not
Yeah.
getting boards, it just looks bad. Like it's like
Yeah,
why
nah, I feel
like
you.
this nigga's not playing defense and he's
That's crazy,
you know?
man.
Y'all remember when Braun could strap 1 to 5? Y'all
Yeah,
remember that was
he
a
don't have the
thing?
knees anymore, bruh.
Braun
Like
could
he
strap
said.
1 to 5. There is nobody in NBA history who could have done that. I'm sorry. Tell me who could have guarded strapped 1 to 5.
Because I'm with you on that. Because I think the Lakers, you don't necessarily need a five, but like outside of Anthony Davis and LeBron, everybody else has to play defense.
Like good defense.
Like good, like strap shit.
Yeah,
Like
like
you need a high LeBron.
Gabe don't play defense. What's D'Angelo do not play no defense.
Yes.
Like even Austin Reeves been slacking on defense as of late because he think he can score like 25 points a game that he don't got to play defense. Like no, score 15 points a game and play strap defense. I'll take
Nigga,
that
you're right.
any day.
You still gotta play fucking hard defense and put effort, nigga.
Yeah.
And this is gonna hurt. I know it is because y'all are Lakers fans. But wouldn't y'all love to have like a Alex Caruso? A good
I think
case.
we're good on
His
white.
shoulders.
White.
Like y'all had the pieces. Not
Listen,
so
listen,
much
we're
last transfer.
listen. This is the
Y'all
thing.
had the pieces.
The
Like they
Lakers,
were
the
there.
Lakers are, and we had Zubac. We had a Vika
Yeah,
Zubac before we
Zubac.
gave him away to the Clippers. Like
And
I don't
Bron
know, the
just
Lakers
got
been
rid of
tripping.
that nigga like the second day in town. I never understood that fucking trade.
You see how the Thunder just picked up Alex Caruso and they became the best defense in the league, right?
This is the thing. On LA, you can only have so many white people. That's the thing. They don't want you to be. They don't want the team to be so white. Swear, I'm not even kidding, bro. They already got Alex. They already got Dalton Connect. They don't need another white person.
All right,
This is what
fellas.
the Lakers are. This is what the Lakers are telling me.
Fellas, we gotta take a quick break for about 5 minutes because my phone is about to do its thing. We're gonna reconnect with we got two more topics. We're gonna talk about Reggie Bush's little issue that I just heard about today and I had to talk about it. And we're also gonna decide who's the best team in the NBA. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right, fellas, so let's get right back into it. So I know it's still a long NBA season ahead of us, and we've seen sample sizes of teams that we feel like could win a championship, teams that are competing, teams that we're already writing off. Based off the low sample size that we have of the NBA season, who do you guys think is the best team in the NBA?
If I had, you gotta give them young bulls out. OKC. I don't think they're gonna win this year, but I think they are the best team. I think they're gonna win it either this year or next year. Like, like I think that especially with the way the league is going, that they're trying to make defense a little bit more of a thing.
Mm.
Right? Like you can't just do the Harden and like rake nobody shooting 20, 30 free throws a night anymore. So like if the way the league is going, if you got to play defense for 40 minutes a night, yeah, like if your team age is 35 plus,
Mm.
it's not going to be it.
It's crazy work.
I'm gonna second that. I'm gonna go Thunder, even without Chet Holmgren. Um, even though I don't have this great belief in Chet Holmgren because even last year in the playoffs, he only proved to me that he can spot up shoot. I mean, and he didn't even do a good job of that. So outside of that, I think they are the best team. I think they're like sound defensively. That's why they're a good team. SGA is gonna do SGA type things, but I think with the collective cohesive unit, the Dorts, the Carusos, I think Lou Dort and I think Caruso together are like some of the top defenders, some of the top on ball defenders in the league right now. So you know what they say, defense wins championship. I don't got them winning the championship this year because I think they're still young and inexperienced, but I think their defense is gonna take them all the way, and I think they'll lose again in the what they lost in the second round last year. Yeah, they lost. I think did they lose the second round? I think they lost in the second round.
Did it lose to us or no? I'm
No,
not
no, no,
tripping.
no, no. They would have
No, we
beat the
played
hell
the
out of
Nuggets.
us.
In the
Yeah,
second round, yeah.
yeah, they would have beat the hell out of us, but they lost second round. I thought that was a little
No,
premature.
though. Because last year we were always that team that played them well. Last year we were always a team that played OKC well. So I remember, the
They
discussion
paid the
leading up to the
Pelicans.
playoffs. Did we get Denver too early? Because we always
We
copped
did.
out with, oh, we got
We
Denver too
did.
early or too late. But I would have preferred playing OKC last year with LeBron, at like 80%. Than this year where we have like 70% of Braun left, and everybody else is on life support. So
What happened?
I don't disagree with you guys that OKC is a major threat. In fact, I'm gonna say I'm just trying to be a contrarian here and just give another team. I still think Boston can do it. I still think Boston can repeat. I know they look kind of shaky right now, or they don't look like that dominant team in the East. But I feel like when it's all said and done, I don't feel like there are a lot of great teams in the NBA. I feel like there are a lot of great duos, great players, but I don't think there are a lot of great teams anymore. So I can easily see, you guys guess OKC winning the ship, but I could also see Boston repeating again if everything kind of lines up for them. So that's just my take on
I think because I used to always think that the best team wins every playoff series, but sometimes, people self implode, right? Like, I don't think, like, sometimes we can be better than you guys, but it just wasn't our year, right? Like you'll
it. Right.
see it going forward, right? But just this time, you guys got us. But
What about the Cavs? Nobody's even saying anything about the East. Like, we just said fuck the East basketball.
because the Cavs, yeah, see the
The
Cavs,
Cavs are
right?
21-4. They got the best record in the league right
Believe in
now.
them though. I'm sorry. I still think they're gonna lose in like the second round or third round. Like I don't believe in them. I'm
They were
sorry.
injured last year. That's why they lost. But they
They
lost
were they
Donovan.
got to the playoffs. That's why they lost. You guys
Yeah.
both
They
played.
lost Donovan. They lost Donovan early. That's why
So
they
you
lost.
think like even with Donovan, they would have made it?
No, they lost him in the playoffs. And they lost Donovan. Donovan got hurt like the last game. It was like game 6 or game 7. And Donovan wasn't playing because he got hurt the night before the
The
couple
series was
games.
over when he got hurt. His
Yeah.
pride was hurt.
It's weird. It's weird to say that the Cavs has the best record in the league right now. That's weird to me. The no LeBron Cavs. Like, who goes to Cleveland? We don't go to Cleveland to go on vacation. Like, it's Cleveland. That's weird to me. Small market.
Nobody ever wants to go to Cleveland, even like on a good day. I've never wanted ever to go to Cleveland.
But
I've
who
never
wants to go
been to
to
Cleveland.
me
I've never
either?
been to Cleveland. Like I can't say
I'm not like, let's go for a weekend to Cleveland and turn it up. Like, nobody cares about that.
Glenville. What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
Let me go to Glenville and get lit right quick.
You see, Tony had a little PTSD right there. He got quiet. He looked down.
You know
Tony,
the
you
coach.
recovered yet?
You know the coach from the Celtics used to, like, I don't know if he coached at Glenville, but
He
I
used to
remember he
bust.
used
He
to
used to
play.
bust what you call down, right?
He used to play. First of all, that's his wife, bro. So that's disrespectful.
But you went to our school though. That's what I'm saying. Like he's the.
She was like, I think she was the coach of the volleyball team or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
or something like that. But you know, he used to play intramural basketball. He was hooping, like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
But
weird nigga. How are you at Morgantown and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Glenville and find my girlfriend. You're at Morgantown. I was like interviewing him one day.
no, I think he played at like Fairmont or something like that. You know,
Yeah,
Fairmont
he
and
did.
Glenville. Fairmont and Glenville are like rivals.
No, he
And I
played
think
at WU.
I didn't know that.
Remember, he was like,
Oh, he
yeah,
coached at Fairmont, I think.
yeah, but he played at. He was like a nigga who had like a big Final Four, like a Scotty Reynolds type nigga, like really good in college, but never.
First of all, that's a tragic story right there.
But I'm
Scotty
saying
Reynolds.
they're like the same type of niggas.
I actually oddly kind of remember him kind of hooping a little bit.
Did he play against like John Wall and them niggas? Was it that team? It was like something back in the day. It was he played like a super team and had a good game and a good run, but they eventually lost.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
like
talking shit now. He's the coach of the Celtics, so who the fuck are we?
Who the fuck are we, bro? But speaking of fucking, your boy Reggie Bush, I had to jump in there, man. Reggie Bush got himself in a little bit of a little, I don't know what you say, fender bender or predicament, but Reggie Bush basically got played by his mistress, apparently. The story is that Reggie Bush had a mistress while he was married and got the mistress pregnant, a white girl, and Shorty went ahead and he basically tried to pay her off to get, an abortion. It's not funny. I didn't laugh because I said abortion. It's the act of what he did because it's so niggerish. He tried to pay her to get an abortion and like pay her some bread. And apparently, like at 6 months, Shorty still was like pregnant, ended up having a baby, and then she tried to hit the nigga. So he stopped making like those installments because he's like, all right, that nigga's like 6 months. You tripping now. And so that's apparently where the story's at now. So as a guy who co-parents, pays child support, does all that shit, that story, it was personal. And I always see like niggas catching like the wrong end of the deal. So what do you think about Reggie Bush? Should Reggie Bush like, should he be like sue her to get that money back, or should he just call it a day?
First of all, you never trust a nigga that used to fuck with Kim Kardashian. Never trust those type of niggas. But number two, just go to Africa, bro. Just leave the country. Get out of the country while you can. The money is in the air. Like, you might as well chalk it up as a loss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Charge it to the game because that money ain't coming back.
Mm-mm.
Only thing you gonna have to do from now on, though, since she didn't get rid of that baby and she was finessing you out your check, you just gonna have to get up out of there, man. Cause she gonna get you for everything you got now.
You know
She
what
got
I
a
mean?
bag. She got a bag. You should never busted a nut in her.
It's crazy.
Tweaking. I know the second he busted a nut, he was like, "What the fuck am I doing, bro?" That post nut clarity is real.
I think it all depends. Like, did she ask for it? I gotta go. Girls be toxic. They're asking and adding them, and then
Yeah, they be like, take that condom off and beat my guts up, and then yeah, busting me, daddy.
it up. I love you. Like
You end up
awkward.
shooting the club up, and you like it's
America
some bad
hates
situations.
America hates fathers. That's the
Yeah, I
problem.
know.
America, like I actually saw this story
The
that
judicial system hates fathers, especially black
exactly.
fathers.
Do you know child support? I think the child support division or whatever in America is the one that sponsors, or they are one of the biggest I mean, they make the biggest donation, or they have a payment that they're supposed to make to our government. Did you like when you Google shit and they say that's why? Like when you go to court, right? And let's just say the father's made 500,000, the government is never going to award the father full custody. They're going to award it to that crackhead because they know she won't be able to pay it, but they know he would. That shit is so deep. I never realized it, but it said it's basically America's part of that financial system was about like I mean the ecosystem is literally about like it's not like a rumor. It's them trying to get dads out the way because they know dads will pay, or you gonna go to jail. I think. Listen, this is my thing. As a guy who, and I don't give a damn if she sees this. I love my son to death, but I asked for options in the beginning, and she said no. She got it, and when I realized he was like growing in the stomach, I was like, all right, I'm all in. So I kind of, I didn't even have a choice to be like, I'm out. I'm not that type dude. But I think, do you think that should be like it should be a choice if a woman wants to keep a kid and the father is not like, on board? Should it be a choice?
You're on your own.
I don't honestly. I feel like we don't have the correct like extremities or appendages to make those type of decisions. But like, if I shoot the club up and you tell me that you're pregnant and I say I don't want to be your baby's father, like as a sound mind human being, you should be like, okay, I'm not trying to raise this baby by myself. Let me do what I need to do to like, what I'm saying, get myself right. But
Or
or
you
if
do.
I'm if
You guys
or if I need this money, I'm gonna get this money by any means necessary. Any means necessary.
So that's the thing, right?
I just
I
think
think
it's
I think the whole system is a scam. The older you get, that's why I love. I am like one nigga who, if I was this age and going to college, I would have got a 4.0 because I love learning. I love just googling shit now and asking ChatGPT or whoever, like, yo. So why is the? Because that's crazy. Think about it. I mean, like the system is literally set up to step on niggas' necks and act like the fact that I have to like suffer. This is a joint thing. I have to financially suffer because she wants to keep the kid. That's her choice. If we're not on the same page, bro, it's unfortunate because a lot of good kids would suffer for that if that was the case. But I just feel like sometimes in America, and I know women are gonna kill me on TikTok. I don't give a damn. I feel like America, the system gives women a pass to be assholes and to capitalize off men when it comes to money because they know we love sex. Men are dumb. So
Yeah, no, it's definitely too. I can't say it's like tweaks for them, but I mean,
you have your
that's
Holly
what we told
Berries, you
them,
have the
right?
rare ones who are paying child support, you know. But
But
I don't know.
well, yeah. So that's the thing, right? Laws, I don't think change as fast as times do. Like there was like a time those laws had made. I feel like they made hella sense, and now it's just like, especially now, like women are doing like a lot better than a lot of dudes, honestly. Like, like
My wife is doing better than me for sure. That's what I don't understand it.
on
Like
average, I would say this too. Yeah, women are probably doing better. Like they're smarter, they're making more money.
Graduating college at a higher rate.
they got niggas pay for them when they want to go out to get drinks and all that shit. Like it's just I
That's
don't
what
know.
I'm saying.
It's just I don't know.
But fellas, anyway, I appreciate Coop first of all for joining us today. We might have to get him in another pod episode. That shit was dope. The topics was dope, and we missed last week, so I'm glad we was able to get back in here. But you guys want to give any shout out to anybody, before we close the show? And before I beg everybody to subscribe and share and you know, shout out to our YouTube channel, our Apple podcast.
I wanna shout out to Shannon Sharp. Right? Get us on Club Shay Shay. Shannon, get me out there, man. I get you. I get you together, man.
So I was gonna say free Diddy, but I'm not sure if I'm there yet.
You are the part.
I'm
You
not
might be a
sure if
part
I'm
of the
there yet.
1%. You might be part of the 1%, bro. I ain't
Hey, I'm a trendsetter. I'm gonna say it before we were saying it. I don't know if we should free him yet, but shout out Diddy though. I'll shout him out. I'll shout him out.
He said he'll shout him out anyway. All right, man. I think we're gonna leave with that, and I guess I'll see y'all later. All right, Coop.
All right, be easy.